Next question. Now I want my student to be supreme fast, sir. I don't want you to be very slow in answering these tricky questions. Simplify 6 root 2 divided by 2 root 2 minus root 3 plus root 2 under the square root. Root 3 plus root 2 root 3 plus 2 under the square root plus 2 times of 12 square root of 12 minus 6 root 3, right? 12 minus 6 root 3. Now let us solve it a little fast. 6 root 2 divided by I have root 3 term here, but 2 is not present here. That is my concern. I will multiply with that 2, right? I will multiply with that 2 inside the square root. I will multiply with that 2 here also inside the square root. That means outside I am multiplying by root 2, and also numerator I am multiplying by root 2, right? I am also multiplying numerator by root 2, right? Idea clear? That means 6 into root 2 into root 2 will become 2, right? Root 2 into root 2 will become 2. Here 2 into 2 is 4, right? 2 into 2 is 4 minus square root of what it is? It is 4 plus 2 root 3. Root 3 is root 3 into root 1. But I also told you that, can I say that root 3 plus 1 is 4, which is my first term. So directly I can write numerator is 6 into 2, 12 minus 4 into. So this is root 3 into root 1 is root 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Directly you can write this term as, directly you can write this entire term as root 3 plus root 1 whole square, because there is a minus. It is root 3 minus root 1, right? Root 3 minus root 1, or it is minus root 3 minus 1, right? Minus root 3 minus 1. Similarly, tell me here, sir, can I directly tell it as plus 2 times of this 6 can be written as 2 into 3, right? The 6 can be written as 2 into 3. This 3 is root 9. Root 9 plus root 3, or 9 plus 3 is 12, which is there here. Directly you can write this term also as root 9 minus root 3 whole square, or in other words, it is 3 minus root 3, right? It is 3 minus root 3. The same term will come here once again. It is 6 minus 2 root 3, right? 6 minus 2 root 3. I believe that you are able to understand the logic. Similarly, here it is 4 minus 1 is 3, right? So it is 3 minus root 3 plus 6 minus 2 root 3, right? 6 minus 2 root 3. Rationalize it, sir. 3 is nothing but root 9. Root 9 minus root 3 is root 6, right? Or in other words, 6 should come in the denominator. That 6 will cancel with this 12, and 2 will be left in the numerator. And numerator is rationalized term 3 plus root 3. And this term will keep writing, I will keep writing as it is. So 3 plus 2 into 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 into root 3 is 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 will cancel. Answer is 12. You should be very fast in solving these difficult questions, which once upon a time was difficult for you. It should always be once upon a time case for you, sir. I always sincerely wish that you will make it happen. You will tell to your friend, or you will tell to yourself. Why to your friend? You are your own friend. Your best friend is you itself. You will definitely tell to yourself that once upon a time it was difficult for me, but never right now. That is what I want to make you people do. Another question. See here. Another question. Square root of 6 minus 4 root 3 plus under root 16 minus 8 root 3. 16 minus 8 root 3. Again think logically, sir. 8 is 2 into 4. This 4 is root 16, right? 4 is root 16. But 16 plus 3 is not 16. That means I cannot use these terms. So what I will do is, I will shift this 4 inside the square root. Square root of 16, it becomes square root of 16 into 3. 16 into 3 is how much? 48. That means this entire square root term became 16 minus 2 root 48. But root 48 can be written as root 12 into root 4. Sir, why did you write it as root 12 into root 4? For the only simple reason that 12 plus 4 is 16. Getting the idea? That means directly you can write this term right now as root 12 and root 4, which is 2, because you have minus, put a negative sign, right? Put negative sign. So it is root 12 minus 2 plus, keep this entire term as it is, don't change it, 6 minus 4 root 3, and they want the square root of the term, it seems. That's okay, we will find it. So simplify further. This is root 12 is nothing but how much? 4 into 3. 4 into 3 is, it is 2 root 3. So your final value will come up to 6 minus 4, 2 is 4, minus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 is, it is minus 2 root 3, right? It is minus 2 root 3. Now you again know how to do this in a very faster method. Root 3 is root t into root 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. My direct answer is, write down this root 3, write down this root 1, because I have minus, put minus. Answer is root 3 minus 1. Where is the difficulty? Sir, how do we get that root 12 minus 2? Right? Now see here. I don't know whether you are following my class from starting or you are just coming right now, sir. I am just explaining you this term once again. 16 minus root 2 into root 48 I have. Now I should express this 48 in multiple methods. 48 can be written as 16 into 3. 48 can be written as root 2 into root 24. 48 can be written as root 12 into root 4. I should pick up that term which is making me, when I add, I should get this constant 16. 16 plus 3 is not 16. So this is not the case. 2 plus 24 is not 16. It is not the case. 12 plus 4 is 16. That means I will write this as square root of 16 minus 2 into root 12 into root 4. Now when I express it, when I do like this, 12 plus 4, if I am getting the constant term, directly I can write the answer as root 12. Write it as root 12. Root 4, write it as root 4, which is 2. If I have negative here, write minus. That should be the answer for the square root term. Is it clear, sir? Recob official. You should be very fast in solving this after solving that many questions what we are discussing. Very fast you can solve these questions if you have understood the concept. Your question is, simplify 1 by square root of 2 into, again inside square root of 6 plus 2 root 5 plus 4 into 4 plus root 5. I need to simplify this value. See here. Let us be very clear in understanding our concept. 4 into 4 is 16. 4 into root 5 is 4 root 5. That means instead of writing that term, I will directly write it as 16 plus 4 root 5. I believe it is clear. Instead of writing like that, I will directly write it as 16 plus 4 root 5 here. Right? That means I am not writing it, but I am erasing and replacing it. It is 16 plus 4 root 5, but that 4 is 2 into 2 root 5. That is also should be clear for you, right? That 4 is 2 into 2 root 5. Now why did I do like this? Again I did like this for a simple reason that again I did like this. Okay, let me keep it like this if you want to, because there is another term here. Let us simplify that term and then we will rationalize it. So it is 1 by square root of 2 times of, what can I write this, sir? 2 is already there. Root 5 is root 5 into root 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Directly that term is nothing but root 5 plus root 1 whole square. Under the square root and square will cancel. So this is nothing but 16 16 plus 4 root 5, right? 16 plus 4 root 5. If I simplify further, so this is 2 root 5 plus 4 root 5. This will become 6 root 5 in the denominator, right? It will become 6 root 5 in the denominator. 2 into 1 is 2 plus 16. It is 18. But this entire thing is again inside the square root, right? Again inside the square root. But we don't have any problem, sir. This is nothing but 2 into 3, right? This is nothing but 2 into 3. 3 is nothing but root 9. 9 plus 5, is it 18? No, it is not 18. So what I need to do is, I will take that root 9 inside the square root. Root 9 into root 5, it is root 45. So it is 2 root 45. 45, now write it in multiple ways. So that the two terms, if I add, I should get 18. 45 is root 15 into root 3, because 15 plus 3 is nothing but 18. My direct answer for this will be in the denominator, it will be root 15 plus root 3, right? Root 15 plus root 3. If I rationalize right now very fast, 15 minus 3 is 12. 12 will be the denominator. Numerator is root 15 minus root 3. Or I can further simplify. Root 3 common factor if I take, it is root 5 minus 1 divided by 12. Very, very easy. You can simplify a tricky question to a most easiest method by using this kind of methodologies what we are implementing here. My next question, square root of 14 root 5 minus 30. I want to simplify this square root value. Square root of 14 root 5 minus 30. Now see here. What I will do is, square root of 14 root 5 minus 30. Now this 30, I have root 5 term here. I don't have root 5 term here. But 30 can be written as 6 into 5. That 5 can be written as root 5 into root 5. Why did I do like this? Root 5, take it outside. If I take this root 5 common factor, and again that root 5 is under the another square root, it becomes root 5, square root of root 5. Square root of, it is 5 power 1 by 4 outside. You are left here with 14 minus 6 is 2 into 3 and another root 5. This 3 is root 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Directly I can write the answer as 9 root 9 minus root 5, which is 3 minus root 5. This should be the answer. Very easy once you understand, sir. Until you understand, it all depends upon how the method which you implement or what is the steps which you take it. But once you understand, these problems are never a difficulty. Beautiful question. These questions are, if root 2 plus root 3 divided by 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 is equal to a minus b root 6, find the value of a plus b whole square. Find a plus b whole square value. Now see here, this is what is given. First thing I know is I need to rationalize it, but rationalizing coefficients are not 1, so use that actual method. So numerator is root 2 plus root 3 and the denominator rationalized term is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. But don't write that term again and waste your time. 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 is there, and plus 2 root 3 you should multiply in the denominator. Directly apply a square minus b square. 3 square is 9. Root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. 9 into 2 is 18. Similarly here, 2 square is 4. Root 3 whole square is 3. 4 into 3 is 6. 4 into 3 is 12. 18 minus 12 is 6. 6 should come in the denominator. What is numerator? Root 2 into root 2 is 2. 3 into 2 is 6. Root 2 into 2 root 3, it is 2 root 6. Root 3 into 3 root 2, it is 3 root 6. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. Whole thing divided by 6. Right? Whole thing divided by 6. This will give me 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 5 root 6. 12 plus 5 root 6 divided by 6. Further simplified, 12 by 6 is nothing but 2. 5 by 6 into root 6. This is nothing but given in the question as a minus b root 6. Comparing, you will get a value as 2, b value as minus 5 by 6. B value will be minus 5 by 6. A plus b whole square is 2 minus 5 by 6 whole square, which is 7 by 6 whole square, which is 49 by 36. It should never be a difficulty in solving these questions. I am getting bored of solving these questions, sir. And you should also get bored, because you should also understand to that extent. But please remember, these are the kind of questions which you will be which will be expected in your examination. These are nothing but the kind of questions you can expect. Multiple questions we will keep solving so that it should never be a difficulty. Simplify. Square root of 19 plus 8 root 3 divided by 7 minus 4 root 3. Now let us be little fast. Your answer options are 11 minus 6 root 3, 11 plus 6 root 3, 10 plus 5 root 3, 10 minus 5 root 3. Let us use a smarter approach. Let us simplify and use a smarter approach to get the answer fast. Simple. See here. Think logically. 8 is 2 into 4. That 4 is root 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. That means directly I can write it as root 4 plus root 3, which is 2 plus root 3. Right? Sorry. Root 16 plus root 3, which is 4 plus root 3. That is the direct value in the numerator. Similarly, denominator. 4 is 2 into 2. This 2 is nothing but root 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. Directly you can write it as root 4 minus root 3, which is 2 minus root 3. Right? Which is root 2 minus root 3. Now you know how to rationalize. 2 is root 4. 4 minus 3 is 1 in the denominator. Numerator is 4 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. Now again think logically, sir. Don't expand entire thing and then mark the answer. Smarter approach. First thing is 4 into 2 is 8. Constant is 8. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. Another constant is 3. Other terms are surds. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus something should be the answer. Over. Why do you want to check with all the other options, sir? Sir, you might also get a doubt. Sir, 11 is there. It can be 11 minus also, right? But again, logical thinking, all the terms are positive. Every term will be positive when you expand the bracket also. It cannot be 11 minus something. Are you clear with the concept, sir? Who asked you to multiply entire thing? Did I ask you? Did anyone ask you? Did the examination paper setter ask you? No one asked you, right? If you even simplify also, next it becomes 4 root 3 and then it becomes 2 root 3. It is 6 root 3 itself. Yes, you took only 3 seconds to simplify 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 as 6 root 3. But that 3 seconds is important, right, sir? If you cannot save these 3 seconds, then you will not clear the exam. Simple. Because you will not solve many questions. Very, very systematically, very, very smartly you should solve the questions. And that smartness only will make you solve multiple questions in the examination. Your step by step, every step approach will not make you solve multiple steps. It will not make you definitely. I hope the idea is clear. What below is negative, Raj Sharma? Which below is negative? Raj Sharma, this below term is negative, but we converted to positive, right, sir? That term is eliminated now. When it comes to the numerator, it becomes 2 plus root 3, rationalizing term. Now see this particular term, we are simplifying this term as of now. This is plus 4, this is plus root 3, this is plus 2. This is plus root 3. Everything is plus only, right? Where is the question of negative there? You will not even get minus 11 minus 6 root 3. Raj Sharma, I believe that it is clear, sir. Suppose, see this question, tell me the answer for this question. Square root of 4 minus root 7 plus square root of 8 plus 3 root 7. 8 plus 3 root 7. Your answer options are root 2 into root 7 plus 1. Second option is root 3 into root 7 minus 1. Third option is root 2 into root 7 minus 1. Fourth option is root 3 into root 7 plus 1. These are the 4 answer options. See here. First term I can somehow simplify because I don't have 2 here. I will multiply, I will divide by the 2 under the root. I will divide by 1 by root 2. But second term I have 3, which is an odd number. But I want to again multiply by 2, again multiply by 2 and divide by that 1 by root 2. Right? Divide by that 1 by root 2. That means both the terms I am taking 1 by root 2 outside. Then the first term becomes square root of this first term is, okay, instead of writing square root, this term is 8. This is root 7 into root 1. Directly write 7 plus 1 is 8 itself. Your direct answer is root 7 minus root 1. Right? Root 7 minus root 1. Similarly, can I say that this is nothing but 2. 2ab term 2 should be there. 3 is root 9. Root 9 and root 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. 8 into 2 is also 16. Directly you can again write that second term as root 9 plus root 7, which is 3 plus root 7. 3 plus root 7. So you are already there with your answer. This is 1 by root 2 times of 1 by root 2 times of root 7 plus root 7 is 2 root 7. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 common factor. It should be root 2. 2 by root 2 will be root 2. You are left with root 7 plus 1. That is nothing but my answer option 1. Right? That is nothing but my answer option 1. But think logically again, instead of solving all these things, think logically. This is root 2 in the denominator. I know that the answer options are not in terms of denominator but in terms of numerator. That means numerator that root 2 will come because 2 by root 2 only should come to make it as root 2 or root 3 cannot happen definitely. So 2 by root 2 only should come. So numerator should be root 2. Either answer option A should be right or answer option C should be right. Directly you can eliminate second and fourth options. Right? Directly you can eliminate second and fourth options. And again check it out. 3 minus 1 is 2. And all the other terms are also positive. That means answer should be positive itself. It cannot be third option because it is negative in between. Answer option should be A. You don't need to write this term also to get the answer. This is where your smartness lies. And I believe that I am able to make you understand what is the right way of solving this kind of problems. Digital sum, you cannot use it in Surds, Anil, unless it is a perfect square. You cannot, because square root of any non-perfect square, square root of 3 is not 1.372 only, it is 1.372 etc. So we don't know how much we don't know till when we need to find the digital sum. Digital sum is not applicable when the values are, what is that, continuous values. If it is continuous values, it is not applicable. You don't need to write this term. I hope I am making sense for you. Directly you can eliminate from the answer options. It cannot be root 3 into something because root 2 is there in the denominator. That will come to the numerator after simplifying. So directly first option and third option, second option and fourth option are eliminated. Out of 1 and 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, which is plus 2. First term is also plus. Last term is also plus. Everything is plus. Answer also should be everything plus. First option should be the only possibility. Third is also ruled out. I never is interested in writing these extra terms. Suppose for example, this we will anyway discuss in ratios class in detail when we take proportions. But I am just telling you a small concept. Suppose there are two terms A and B. I need to find the mean proportion I need to find the mean proportion of A and B. Mean proportion of A and B. Mean proportion of A and B is given by square root of A into B. How you got it as square root of A into B? All those things kindly ignore as of now. But that is the concept which we will discuss in proportion class. Listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. Your question is very, very good question again. Which of the following is the mean proportion of, which of the following is the mean proportion of, which of the following is the mean proportion of, 8 minus 3 root 7 and 16 minus 5 root 7. 8 minus 3 root 7 and 16 minus 5 root 7. Options are 7 minus 4 root 7, 11 minus 4 root 7, 12 minus 4 root 7, 4 minus 4 root 7 and 14 minus 4 root 7. Now listen carefully, sir. Beautiful way of solving problem. Mean proportion of A and B is nothing but square root of A into B. Square root of 8 minus 3 root 7 into 16 minus 5 root 7, right, into 16 minus 5 root 7. If I simplify inside the bracket, 8 into 16 is 128, 8 into 5 root 7 is 40 root 7, right, it is 40 root 7, minus 3 into 16, minus 3 root 7 into 16, it is minus 48 root 7, minus 3 into minus 5 is 15, 7 into 7, root 7 into root 7 is 7, 15 into 7 is 105. Further simplifying, I will get it as square root of 233, 128 plus 105 is 233 minus 88 root 7, right, minus 88 root 7. Now think logically, sir. You already know how to find the square root of this term. You already know how to find the square root of this because we have solved multiple questions of square root for problems. Under square root of a third, we solved multiple questions now. So you know how to solve this already. But my intention is to make it even more easy. Sir, you can solve this by using the methodology what we implemented. But these are all bigger numbers. So why to waste our time using bigger numbers? Best way to solve is by answer options. See here, square root of this term should be any of these values. Suppose for example square root of 9 is 3. 9 can be written as 3 square. That means all the answer options I will square it and check it. All the answer options I will square it and check it. Whichever the value I am getting inside the square root like this 233 minus something, that should be the answer. But even more smarter approach is, observe carefully, your B term in each of the option is 4 root 7. So B term is 4 root 7. That means I will not find 2AB term which is giving me 88 root 7 unless there are two options which are satisfying. Okay, let us find initially, sir. Can I check it out as A minus B whole square? A square, first option I am taking. A square is 49 plus B square is 4 root 7 whole square. 4 square is 16, root 7 whole square is 7. 16 into 7 is 128, right? 16 into 7 is 128. Is 49 plus 128 is equal to 233? No, it is not equal to 233. Eliminate it. It cannot be the answer. Smarter approach. Second option, 11 minus 4 root 7. 11 square is 121. 4 root 7 whole square is 128. 121 plus 128, right? 121 plus 1, is it 128, sir? Check it out. That is my confusion. This is 4 square 16. Root 7 whole square is 7. 16 into 7 is 112, right? It is not 128. It is 1112. Anyway, first option is not satisfying. 121 plus 1112 is equal to 233. Nowhere you will get it as 233 for any other answer options. Smarter way will give you answer option as option B. This is how exactly my students need to solve the questions so beautifully and get the answer so quick. And you should definitely follow A and C way of solving in all the topics, whichever the topics you are preparing in your examination perspective. I believe that the idea should be extremely clear, sir. No other option will satisfy, because can I say that B square for all the other options also will be 112 itself. B square should be 112 itself. A value will keep changing because 12 square is 144, 4 square is 16, 14 square is 196. None of these will give you 233. None of these will give you 233. I hope the idea is clear. Another smarter way of solving. Again, think logically. These are all beautiful ways of problem solving, sir. Think logically. I need to get 233. 233 is nothing but an odd number. Something plus something should give you odd. Even plus odd only will give you odd, right? Even plus odd only will give you odd, or odd plus even only will give you odd. Now see here. I know that B square is 112. That means second term is even number. This is even. First term when I square I should get odd. Third option cannot be because 12 square is not an odd number. 4 square is not an odd number. 14 square is not an odd number. Either first option or second option. But first option is not satisfying 233 when I add. Answer should be second. Multiple ways, sir.